Well, here's where we got to have some fun with our document by creating some visual interest with graphics. We will talk about inserting shapes and icons, adding photos and other type of the images, making changes and adjustments to those in this chapter. Let's begin though with adding a shape or an icon to our document. We will continue working with our way to wellness document, and let's go down to the bottom of the page too. Now we can go anywhere in the document and start inserting things like shapes and icons. But if we want it to appear say at the bottom of every one of our pages, starting at page 2 here, we could instead go down to footer area and insert our shape. Let's do that. Double click below the 2. Now we are in the footer 4 section. Now click anywhere down there and deselect the page numbering, and instead of typing something, we will insert something that's graphical in nature. Let's go up to the insert tab. Now we will start with icons. There are a number of different icons in different categories to choose from. It is going to open up this whole new window. You will see all the categories down the left. For example, if we go down to the weather and seasons, we might want to insert this sun. With it selected and checked off, we will click insert. Now it gets inserted default size, but we can go to the handle to size this down. If we want to move it around, we have to change how it's anchored. Right now, when we saw that cursor flashing on the left hand side of our screen, well, it's just any other character, it's anchored. Well, we can change how it's anchored by either going to the little pop-up of layout option or by going up to the format tab under the graphics tool. You can see there's a wrap text drop down. Click that tab. This is just to decide how text, if we add any, is going to wrap around instead of being in the line with text. Like any other character, that's why it's over there on the left. We can choose one of these. I'm going to go with square. Now we can take this and move it anywhere down here in my footer area. I can resize it with the handles, maybe a little bit bigger, and we can make adjustments of formatting as well. Notice the graphic styles. We can choose something like reddish color or maybe just an outline. If we don't like that color, we can change the outline color. Let's go to the nice dark red. We can make it thicker by going to the white, bumping it up from 1 say to 1.5 like so. All cool things that we can do, but we can't do is actually get in there and type something inside. So it is not going to suit our needs. I think we need the graphic down there that kind of look like sun with the 47 days in center. So hit your delete key. Let's remove the icon. We are back to page numbering being highlighted. Just click anywhere to deselect. Instead we'll go to insert. This time go to shapes. Shapes also have categories like rectangles, basic shapes, or arrows. You can see some bold ones down below, or stars and banners for example. I think this basic shape here kinda looks like a sun, and it is. We'll give it a click. Now unlike the icon, we actually get to choose where it's going to go, and we click and drag to drop. Notice your mouse is cross here, so let's go back over the right corner. Click and drag across and down to get nice big sun and release. Notice the handles around the outside. We can resize it. If we need to, bring it up a little bit, and this extra handle on this inside for adjusting the ellipse in the center versus the race. Let's click and drag it and out until you get exactly what you're looking for. And of course we can format this as well. Look at the format tab, deselect up here. Instead of graphic style, we can see shape styles now. And we see many of same ones. We can select something like an outline, change that outline to the deeper red. Change that outline by going back to the drop down, click it and hover over the weight and select something heavier like 1.5 points. There we go. Here what's really look cool though, with this selected, we can just start typing. Type in 7, you can see it goes right in the center here and squeeze in the default text formatting. So we can click and drag over the 7 to select that, and with it highlighted, we can start doing things to the text. Right here from the formatting toolbar, like bolding it, change the color the same red. If you want to do it bumping up the size, let's go up to 12 points. Click anywhere in the footer area and deselect, and then double click up above to see what that looks like. So we have inserted the shape because we did it in the footer. It should appear in the bottom of next page, and it does. And the next and so on. And we could have this anywhere in our page, but by doing it in footer, we get to see it repeated without having to do the work ourselves. So that's working with shapes. Maybe it would be better if we had the actual logo, a way to wellness graphic that we could use instead of shapes which can look homemade. We will talk about that next.